How's it going, ladies and Bruces? I'm Bobby Sixkilla and welcome back to Corpse Factory. You'll remember in the last episode, if you watched the last episode, Curator is no more. I'm not even sure who we're playing as now, but Junpei put him out of his misery. To be fair, I think he probably did him a favour, honestly. After what he'd done to himself at Nautico's request. Yeah, I actually feel like Curator was the good guy there. And like, you know, considering what Curator had done to Junpei in the past, he had every right, really, to like just let him suffer with his own injury until he dies. But, you know, whatever. Oh, I'm so mad. I really wish I could scream at him. I really, really, really want to scream. But he's one of my best customers. I just wish he would take the rules seriously. We are Aoi. We're playing as Aoi, who I believe to be the Herald. I think it's pretty obvious at this point, right?
I said no free refills.
The squeak of my voice surprises even me. Gosh, I've never yelled at a customer before. It feels so liberating. I feel free. Gosh, I've never slit a customer's throat before. It feels so liberating. The customer hangs his head. He looks as guilty as I feel on the inside. Oh gosh, I shouldn't have raised my voice at him. Stupid, stupid, stupid. I'm gonna get fired for this, I just know it.
Sorry, Miss Aoi. I'll never ask again, I promise.
Make sure you don't.
That's it. Don't let him see you back down. Be firm, girl. Stand up for yourself. The customer scurries away and I nearly faint from the adrenaline pounding through me. What a rush! I can't believe I didn't back down.
Deep breaths. Deep breaths.
When I feel like I've calmed down, I fetch a cloth and begin to wipe down some tables. This place hasn't been too busy lately. I still shake when I think about the incident last month that drove away a lot of our customers. That tall, scary man with glasses and an evil face. He hurt my sweet little Junpei. He cornered him in this very cafe and stabbed his fingers with cutlery. What kind of sick freak does such a thing? I know there's something between those two. I can't ever forget the time that man left Junpei all bruised and broken on the ground outside his apartment. I hate that man. Who does he think he is, bullying my sweetheart? A pleasant little chime rings out from my pocket, and I recognise it as the notification to let me know when the cafe is closing.
Phew. Guess I better get going.
Luckily for me, I'm not on closing duty tonight. My co-workers will take care of all that. All I need to do is sign out of the employee app on my phone, and my full shift will be automatically recorded. Then I'll get paid on time, just like usual.
Bye, everyone.
I wave farewell to the other girls and duck out the front door. As usual, my cute little honeybee is awaiting me outside.
Sup, baby doll?
Junpei,
I rush into his arms and give him a big, snuggly cuddle.
I'm so happy to see you.
Of course, babe. I'm always here for you. How was your shift?
Not so bad.
Glad to hear it. Guess things really have changed around here.
Yep. It's so much better since the old manager left.
Good, good. You come tell Junpei if anyone else gives you trouble, yeah?
I will.
I nuzzle into his broad chest once more and immediately feel safe and warm.
Can I come back to your place?
That's why she's still there, because the old manager has left. And by left, we mean Junpei killed him.
Yes.
He holds my hand and leads me toward the train station. I'm so excited to be with him again.
Would you like tea, my dear?
Whoa now, Sugar Plum. You've been serving drinks to people all day. You go kick your feet up and I'll do the brewing.
Junpei is so thoughtful. Every word he says makes it clear how much he cares for me.
Thank you.
I heed his instructions and nestle myself comfortably into the sofa. As I wait for him to finish up in the kitchen, I scroll through my noise feed. I don't have that many friends on here, mainly just family members, but I still like to see what everyone's up to lately. Plus, Junpei always shares funny memes and pics on his profile, so I love seeing those. After scrolling for a minute, I come across a status update from a friend that I haven't heard from in a while. Nautico Kurosawa. No Kurosawa, 2 hours ago. Hey 3.
What does that mean?
Her entire post is short and meaningless, and just says Hey 3. What on earth could she mean by that? When was the last time I talked to Nautico anyway? She used to call me all the time. I used to call her too. Somewhere along the line we fell out of touch. After I introduced her to Junpei, I kinda got the feeling that she was jealous. Jealous. Noriko always had feelings for me. Maybe being introduced to my boyfriend really hurt her. Oh, now I feel terrible.
Your tea, my love!
Junpei sets down 2 teacups on a small coffee table in front of the sofa. Steam rises slowly from both cups. The sight and scent immediately relaxes me.
Thank you, Pumpkin.
Junpei scoots onto the sofa right next to me and leans his head on my shoulder. I raise a hand and run it through his hair as I continue scrolling through noise with my other hand. A post from a guy I went to school with, Shinya Fujikawa, grabs my attention. Shinya with a capital S, Fujikawa, 5 hours ago. One step closer to solving the mystery of the deaths around Tokyo. Helping my father, Senior Detective Fujikawa, collect evidence from the crime scenes. It's like a dream come true. Thank you, father. Interesting, I think Shinya always wanted to be a detective. Come to think of it, we were supposed to work together at Temujin. Shinya lined up that job for me and I...
Who's this dude?
Junpei's gaze is fixated on Shinya's profile picture.
Oh, Shinya?
I tap on his pic and load his full profile.
We went to school together.
I scanned through his profile and read some of his recent posts. Shinya. Oh yeah, I'm not going to read that again. My father, Senior Detective Fujikawa, has enlisted me to help with his top secret investigation, and you're going to post all about it on their equivalent of Facebook. Can't divulge any further information. My lips are sealed, top secret. Oh, he's such a dork. So happy that I managed to get a lead on this case. I submitted some information to the detective in charge of the serial murders around Tokyo, Senior Detective Fujikawa, who just happens to also be my father, and he said I can join the investigation team as a probationary member.
This guy has a real father complex, doesn't he?
Maybe.
No one tells you what to expect when you experience heartbreak. What? What happened with him and Tomoe? No one tells you how hollow and empty you'll feel. It's important to throw yourself into your work. I will do so.
Heartbreak? Something about this dude tells me he's never had a girlfriend in his life.
Huh. I wonder...
Did Tomoe leave him? Farewell, my love. I'm sorry I couldn't be the man you wanted me to be. To Tomoe Watanabe, my soulmate, my other half, my one and everything. Please forgive me.
Jeez. Have some dignity, dude.
Wow. He really likes to share everything, doesn't he?
Isn't that what people do nowadays? I don't know. I don't use much social media, except YouTube. I've pretty much given up all other social medias, except YouTube.
I swear, he never used to be this dramatic.
Junpei yells and yawns and puts his arm around me. Yells. A classic move. He's so sweet and romantic. I put my phone down and snuggle into his body. He's like a big soft teddy bear.
I should get going once I finish this cup of tea.
Really? Do you have to go?
Yeah, man, I got murders to do.
Yeah, sorry, babe. I gotta check in on Mom tonight.
Oh, okay.
You'll be okay, right?
The thought of being alone forms a pit in my stomach.
Don't worry. I'll help you out before I leave.
Thank you.
Junpei takes one last sip of his tea and gets to his feet.
I'll check the usual stuff.
Yes, please.
He walks behind the sofa and ruffles my hair with his rough hand. The bandages wrapped around his fingers feel coarse against my scalp. As he wanders around my small apartment, he calls out to me.
Oven and stovetop are both switched off. The kitchen tap is off, no drips.
He moves into the bathroom and his voice echoes against the tiled wall.
Tap is off in here too. And the shower is off.
Finally, he moves to the front door.
I'll lock this door properly when I walk out. You just have to put the deadbolt in place, okay?
Okay. Thank you.
Anytime, sugar. I'll see you tomorrow, okay?
Okay.
Love.
With that, Junpei walks out the door and closes it behind him. I quickly dash from the sofa to the door and slide the deadbolt into place.
All done. The door is locked. The door is locked. The door is locked.
Yeah, it's locked. I take a deep breath and tiptoe back to the sofa, then collapse onto it. Junpei is so good to me. He truly helps me out. When I'm alone, I find it so hard to be sure that everything is in order. I can't sleep or leave the apartment if there's a possibility that I've left the tap running or an appliance switched on. I can't relax if I think the door might be unlocked. I have to check things again and again until there's no shadow of a doubt that things are the way that they should be. She wouldn't like my house then. I don't remember when this obsessive compulsive behaviour first started, but I've been battling it for as long as I can recall. At the very least, when Junpei is here, he checks everything for me. He's so good to me. It saves me so much time. It stops me from having to stand in front of the kitchen sink for 5 minutes, constantly checking and double checking if the tap is running. Logically, I know it's easy to see if water is flowing from the faucet. You can see it, you can hear it, and you can feel it if you slip your hand underneath the flow. But logic rarely applies when I find myself second-guessing my own senses. I can glance at the faucet and tell myself that it's been turned off properly. It's not dripping. But when I turn away, what if I'm wrong? What if it's actually still running? I feel like my mind is betraying me. I feel like I can't trust anything I see or hear. When in doubt, it should be a simple matter of just quickly checking one more time. But the more I check, the less certain I become. And it's not just the faucet I have trouble dealing with. It's nearly everything. I unplug appliances from power sockets to make sure they're definitely not still running. I flick light switches on and off 20 times in a row to ensure I haven't left a bulb on when I leave the room. I open and close the doors repetitively, and locks are the worst. I have to examine them from every possible angle to convince myself that no one could possibly break in. Instead of, like, I understand not remembering if you switched a thing off properly or not, but why not just leave the lights on? I mean, it's not good for the environment or anything, but, you know, then you don't need to worry about whether you've turned it off. My condition is completely and utterly fucked up. Struggling against it has caused other horrible afflictions to evolve inside of me. Anxiety, depression, self-hatred. I just feel like I can't do anything without the shadow of my compulsive behaviours looming over me and controlling me. And so tonight, like many other nights, I decide to sleep right where I am, here on the sofa. Getting up and going into my bedroom is too much effort. Sleeping where I am is just much easier. I begin to drift off, my face planted against the sofa cushion, my legs draped over the armrest. Seems hard to believe that she's the Herald, right? Maybe she has a split personality as well. And another one takes over when she's sleeping or something and she goes out murdering. I don't know. I'm thankful I don't have to work at the maid cafe today. My neck's a little sore from a terrible night's sleep, but I won't let that get me down. It's Monday, the start of a fresh, brand new week. I got lots of exciting things to look forward to. For starters, I'm expecting a delivery of some items I ordered online over the weekend. It's mostly snack food, but still, I can't wait. Secondly, I'll get to see my Junpei again this afternoon. I'm going to meet him when he finishes work. Third, my favourite anime airs on Monday nights. There's a new episode every week, well, except when they run repeats after a season is just finished. Junpei loves anime as much as I do. Granted, he's not into my favourite series. He says it's a bit too girly, but he likes a lot of other shows. We have so much fun discussing characters and stories that we like, even if the shows he watches scare me a little bit. Yes, it's going to be good today. It's going to be a good day. It's going to be a good week. My upbeat mood is instantly shattered when Noriko Kurosawa's name lights up on my phone screen. She's calling me? We haven't spoken in so long. Why? What does she want from me? Noriko, she's such a chore. She whines and complains so much about her life, but she doesn't know how good she has it. So what if she's scared of leaving her apartment? Agoraphobia isn't that bad. I'm scared of everything. Everything. She's so selfish, thinking she's the only one who has it rough. I'm so tired of tiptoeing around her feelings and her stupid sensitivities.
Hello, Aoi? Hi, Noriko. Hey, listen. I know it's been a while, but can I stay at your place for a few days? I got booted out of my apartment for not paying the rent, and, well, I was living in this abandoned factory, but I can't do it anymore. I hate being there alone. The guy I was spending time with just disappeared, and now, Aoi? Are you there?
Is this crazy bitch for real? She hasn't spoken to me for weeks, months, and now she wants to live in my apartment?
Aoi? Sorry, Noriko. You can't stay here. Well, fuck you too.
My phone beeps twice and the call abruptly ends. What the hell is her problem? Before I can even blink, she calls me again. I'm hesitant to answer this time, but...
Noriko? Sorry, I overreacted. I think I'm in trouble. I think Corpse Girl is trying to kill me, and I need somewhere safe to stay.
Corpse Girl's trying to kill her? I think Noriko's finally lost the plot. Whatever sliver of sanity she once held on to has finally slipped between her fingers.
Noriko, Corpse Girl isn't trying to kill you. What? How would you know? You are Corpse Girl. Remember? What? How do you... I'm the one who wants to kill you. I'm going to fucking murder you in your sleep.
Noriko's silence convinces me that her memory is returning. Perhaps she called me in some delirious state, or because of some fever dream.
Shit.
The call disconnects as she curses. That stupid bitch, does she seriously forget who she was talking to? I've had it up to here with her. As soon as Junpei works out the location of her factory, I'm going there myself to slit her throat open with my fingernails. I'll let her bleed out all over me and tell her that she never meant a thing to me. I don't care how much she loves me. I'll end her life quickly before she has a chance to confess her feelings with one last gasping, dying breath. Once Noriko is dead, the human removal service will no longer have any competition, and I'll finally be able to take her place as corpse girl. I mean, I called it, but it was pretty obvious. During our school years, I was always envious of Noriko. She was so beautiful, so slim and graceful, and she had a wonderful family, parents that loved her more than anything. I never had any of that. I wanted so badly to be her. I struggled with my weight back then, but that wasn't the worst of it. I had an abusive mother and a father that essentially ignored my existence, well, until he killed me by splitting my neck open. I would have given anything to trade places with Noriko and feel alive again. What, you're dead? It didn't matter to me that Noriko complained about every aspect of her life. She moaned about how much she despised her delinquent sister. She griped about how her father walked out on her but still sent her a birthday card every year. She lamented over the time her mother tried to kill herself in front of her and her sister, how her mother hung from the ceiling, barely alive, for hours and hours until Yuriko figured out how to call for an ambulance. But I wouldn't have taken all that trauma over my own upbringing. I'd have traded my life for hers without a second thought. Noriko had no idea how lucky she was. Even after all these years, I never really overcame the envy of her. I even went so far as to request her death through Corpse Girl's website. I knew it was her, I called that too, remember? Rewind back to episode like fucking 2. I called it. Or 3. Something like that. But of course she didn't die. How could she have? Junpei figured it out before I did. He forced his way into Corpse Girl's website and viewed all of the death requests. Someone, Noriko, had placed a comment on the request I submitted. A single line of text, never intended to be seen by other eyes. That's me, bitch. Knowing that she has become Corpse Girl made my jealousy grow. I wanted to take her place. I wanted people to fear me just like they feared her. I wanted any other life, anything that would let me escape my own hellish half-existence. Thanks to trawling through her website, Junpei soon figured out the whole thing was essentially a hoax. Corpse Girl had no ability to cause death. Noriko was simply trying to con people into ending their own lives. It was pathetic. It made me laugh. I decided to play along with Noriko's delusions in order to ensure her downfall. It's finally time. I get to meet Junpei at the station and walk him home. Yay! The Noise Corporation office is within walking distance from Shinjuku train station. Getting there is a breeze. Junpei works on the 13th floor of the massive office complex. He's one of the top dogs. He's worked really hard to get where he is. I'm so proud of him. It's kind of funny to think that I almost got a job near here. The Temujin building is so close to Junpei's office. Noriko and Shinya hooked me up, but I completely bailed on them. Oh well. At that time I had no idea the love of my life worked nearby. I think I'm right on time, so Junpei should be here any second. As I waited patiently, a familiar-looking girl climbs the stairs and wanders past me. Her outfit is kind of unprofessional. I wonder if she's an office employee. She looks a bit like a troublemaker. Must be Tomoe. Where have I seen her before? She caught me staring at her. Oh no, she's walking toward me.
Hey, don't I know you from somewhere?
Had to be Tomoe. No time to run away, she's right in front of me.
Yeah, you're Noriko's friend, right? Aoi?
Noriko's friend? Everything's always about fucking Noriko.
Yes, and you are?
The brash girl swoops her hair out of her face and leers at me.
Tomoe, a friend of hers as well.
Oh!
I suddenly remember where I've seen Tomoe before. I think she was in some of Shinya's photos. Is she the girl that Shinya was dating and broke up with?
How is Noriko?
Dunno. Was hoping you could tell me. Haven't seen that skank in weeks.
I see. I haven't seen her either.
Righto. Well, I'll see you around.
Just like that, the girl brushes past me and doesn't even look back.
Bye.
I watch her as she wanders along the platform.
Yo, babe!
Oh, Junpei.
What up, doll? Hey, that chick you were just talking to? She works at Temuchin. I see her walking around here all the time. She's the one I told you about.
Wait, that's her?
Yup. She used to help that Kojiro asshole deliver putties for Corpse Girl. I've been waiting for ages to introduce you to.
I nod at Junpei and immediately break into a run.
Go get her, babe.
Junpei's cheer fades as I leave him behind. Tomoe, she's the one helping Noriko, helping Corpse Girl. We've been waiting for a chance to follow her. Junpei has been keeping an eye on her, but her actions and movements are erratic and hard to predict. But today I fortunately have the opportunity to follow her. She's connected to so many people. Noriko, Kojiro, Shinya. They're all involved with Corpse Girl's operation. We want to track them all down one by one and cremate them like cadavers. Of course, I'm saving Noriko for last. I'll slice her open and bathe in her blood and be born again from her corpse. I'll assume her identity and live her life and leave my own painful existence behind. I think we might have just found the one person on Earth more fucked up than Noriko, which is impressive. It's quite a fucking task. I'll race along as fast as my legs will let me, my feet pounding against the train platform and several people passing by to stop to watch me out of curiosity. As long as Tomoe doesn't notice I'm tailing her, then I don't care who sees me. I follow her all the way to the end of the platform, then I blend into the crowd as we board the same train. I knock on the door that I can only assume is Tomoe's apartment. She answers after just a moment and shoots me a quizzical look. As soon as the door is open all the way, I dash forward and slam into Tomoe with the full force of my tiny body.
What the fuck?
We tumble into the apartment, though Tomoe doesn't even lose her balance. She's a lot bulkier than I am. She absorbs most of the impact and manages to remain standing.
Ah!
She grits her teeth and plants her hands on my shoulders, only to push me back with a mighty shove.
What the fuck are you playing at? You just tackled me!
I swing a fist at her face. She catches me off guard when she sidesteps my punch and brings her knee up into my gut. I reel back, but the injury doesn't bother me.
Take that, you dumb skank! I'll teach you to attack me! I don't care if you're Noriko's friend! I'll put you in the fucking ground!
Yeah, kick her ass, Tomoe. Her long fake nails rake across my face and blood pours from my torn skin. But I stand firm and stare her down.
You're allied with Corpse Girl, right?
Is that what this is about? I don't give a shit about all that anymore. It's all behind me.
You know Corpse Girl's identity?
Of course I do. Why? Are you curious? Got someone you want to have killed?
No. I know that it's Noriko.
You're damn right. I should have guessed that a friend of hers would be just as psychotic. Noriko can go fuck herself for all I care. I'm done with her shit.
So am I. I'm going to kill her.
Tomoe raises an eyebrow.
That so? Well, she kinda has it coming.
Yeah, you're not wrong.
I see.
Corpse Girl is done and dusted. Doubt the public even remembers her these days. It's all about the human removal service. Noriko's just Noriko now. But I still won't forgive her for what she did to Kojiro.
What's she talking about? Does she know something I don't?
What happened to Kojiro?
Do you even know who he is?
I do.
You warned me about her, you know? He said she'd discard us as soon as we weren't useful anymore. Sure enough, she had him killed. Fucking burned him alive.
Interesting. Tomoe thinks Noriko killed Kojiro, when in reality, Junpei took care of that freak. He burned the entire morgue down around him. I suppose Kojiro's death caused Noriko and Tomoe's relationship to fall apart. Everything worked out better than Junpei planned.
Noriko will die, and so will you for your role in helping her.
Oh, come on. Why are you so insistent on messing with me? I ain't never done nothing to you. Hang on.
Even though this girl exudes an air of stupidity, I didn't expect her to actually be this dense. Surely she's figured it out by now.
Are you with the human removal service?
I don't say anything.
You're kidding me. You're the one Noriko has been fighting against this whole time. And you're her best friend.
Your point?
Are you the leader of your little group?
No.
Right.
When Tomoe pauses to brush her hair behind her ear, I strike. My hand darts forward and grips her throat, and I begin to crush it between my fingers. The girl kicks and flails. She beats her fist against my outstretched arm, but I don't flinch. Her gurgling and thrashing brings me no joy. I wish people would simply accept their fate. Despite how tightly I'm squeezing her throat, she manages to form the beginning of a word. I can only guess that she's trying to call out for Shinya. Shinya, the idiot boy she already broke up with. He can't save her now. I tighten my grip and stride forward, pushing Tomoe back and pinning her against the wall. Surely Tomoe would be strong enough to outpower her when she's trying to do that. She kicks out at me and kicks me directly in the knee. I refuse to buckle. Her fingers continue to claw at my arm, slashing into my flesh, sending flecks of blood across the room. She thinks she can hurt me, thinks she can fight her way out of her fate, but nothing she does will ever injure me. You can't hurt the dead. This thought repeats in my mind as my face crashes into the floor. A ringing sound in my ears causes me to question what just happened. Shinya must have got her. The residual shockwaves of a dull impact to my skull flow through my head. I wouldn't call it pain or even an ache, just a sensation that something collided with me. But I'm already on the floor, my lips pressed against the hard wood, my eyes twitching and examining shards of pottery falling to the floor around me. A blanket of darkness descends over me and I hear the ragged sound of Tomoe breathing, and someone's voice asking, "Are you okay?" But the question isn't directed at me. I don't think anyone cares that I'm lying here in my own blood. I mean, why would they? You're a fucking nutcase. I can't count how many movies I've seen where characters claim that they've had an out-of-body experience. I've heard the stories in real life too. People on the brink of death or unconsciousness tell tales of how they could view their own body from a lofty, spiritual perch. I never put much stock into such nonsense. How can someone dead or dying view the world with any form of clarity? When I died all those years ago, I didn't experience any such thing. It's kind of disappointing, even though I didn't expect much. Being clubbed across the head in Tomoe's apartment was a completely different experience than the time glass shards pierced my neck. I feel like I'm teetering on the edge of consciousness, writhing around on the hard floor. I see some light, some blurred shapes, and I could see my body down below. My body, delicate and frail and slowly decaying. I don't get it. Why would I have an out-of-body experience now, of all times? Sure as hell didn't experience anything of the sort when my father slit my neck. So why now? I wonder if any of my victims ever suffered from hallucinations like this before dying. Did Kotomi Ida and all those people on the train platform experience this after I cut them open? Did they also helplessly look down on their own bodies from above the train as the train screeched past? Emi Katsuno? Boy, did she scream when I pushed her over the balcony railing. Did her spirit leave her body to look down on her splattered corpse? What about the other nameless souls I've claimed from Nautico's website? There have been so many bodies piled up, countless gifts pledged in Corpse Girl's name. I didn't kill them because I wanted to shed blood. I did it to delude Nautico. That was the goal at the start anyway. Nautico never caught on to what I was doing. She took all the credit, thinking that she was some all-powerful being in control of the fate of her victims. She never even tried to understand the truth. I slaved away for her, cutting and strangling and slashing and slicing. I piled up bodies for Nautico, but Corpse Girl claimed all the kills. It was a pointless endeavour. I think she would have spiraled into madness even without the power trip. I suppose it doesn't matter now. Things have changed. My only focus now is to kill Nautico. I should have done so right at the start. I'll kill her for wasting my time. As I look down on my body below, I see a girl too scared to go on, too scared to struggle anymore. It's a shame. If I wasn't killed years ago, I might have had the chance to live a normal life. Well, there's nothing else for it. I feel my spirit return to my body. It's a strange sensation because I know I'm not returning to life. How could I? I've been dead for far too long. My only chance is to claim Nautico's life on my own. I'll become her and discard this rotting, walking corpse. Quick, she's coming back. Stomp on her head. I can hardly see without my glasses. Everything's so blurry, foggy, lacking in a solid outline. Colours bleed into other colours, blue blends into purple and yellow melds into brown. It doesn't help that I'm partially colourblind. Never had much luck telling red and green apart anyway. Without my glasses, I'm practically blind, helpless.
You're finally awake, fucking skank.
My god, you're see-through, Tomoe. She spits at me, and her filthy saliva drips down the side of my face. It's warm. I try to lash out at her, only to find that my arms have been bound to my side. I try to scream out, but my mouth is gagged, and what I can only assume is a sock. I try to lunge forward, but I'm strapped tightly to the wooden chair I'm sitting in.
I can't believe this. This is so strange.
Shut up, Shinya. Jeez.
Sorry.
The blurred forms of Tomoe and Shinya are pacing the room. Even without my full vision, I can tell the room is bright. Sunlight is pouring in from the open window. Just how much time passed since I was knocked unconscious? And why have they tied me up here? I scream into the mouth gag, somehow loud enough to capture their attention. Tomoe strides towards me and pulls the damp sock from my mouth.
What? What do you want?
I mumble something about being unable to see. Tomoe swears, stumbles around for a bit, and then forcefully pushes my glasses onto my face. You can see, alright.
What are you going to do to me?
It's just a bit blurry, jeez.
I don't know.
Just like my vision.
That's up to this genius.
Her arm gestures towards Shinya, a pointed finger loaded with accusation.
Me? Look, I didn't mean for any of this to happen. I just saw you were in trouble, so...
Why are you here anyway? We're done. Over.
I wanted to see you.
Ah!
I'm not in the mood for their lovers' quarrel.
Let me go. Or bury me. Either way, don't keep me here.
You nearly killed me, bitch! It's taken all my strength not to murder you right here!
Go ahead. Try it. You can't kill the dead.
You're a freak.
Let me call my father. I'm sure he can take her in for questioning. He can find out her motives for attacking you.
I already know why she attacked me. She's trying to take down everyone associated with
Tomoe cuts herself short.
Never mind that.
You can't take her in. I wonder, is Shinya not privy to Tomoe's relationship with Corpsca? Intriguing. As Tomoe's former boyfriend, I simply assumed he was part of the operation. I thought he was an accomplice. If he doesn't know anything, then I don't need to kill him. One less person to deal with before I go after Noriko. However, I need to focus on getting out of here first.
If you let me go, I'll never bother you again.
A lie.
Why should I believe you? You followed me to my freaking home!
I'm sorry.
A lie.
Then I'll exchange information for my release. I'll tell you anything you want to know.
Lie, lie, lie.
Like I care! I'm done with all the shit between Noriko and you!
Just take her and drop her off at Noriko. Noriko can deal to her. She'll happily kill her, I'm sure.
Noriko? Has she got something to do with this?
Shut up, Shinya!
Shinya. Perhaps he's my ticket out of here. I turn my head to him and wait until he looks directly at me.
Shinya, I'm so thirsty. Can I have some water?
He pauses, but since Tomoe doesn't interfere, he ducks out of sight. He returns within seconds, holding a half-filled cup out to me.
Here.
I bob forward as best I can against my restraints and take a sip of the lukewarm tap water.
Thank you.
It's worth noting how easy he is to manipulate. He's the complete opposite of my Junpei, who is strong and independent and doesn't let anyone mess with him.
So, about my offer, will you let me go if I share information about the human removal service?
Shinya's face turns pale.
The human removal service? That's...
I really couldn't care less about all of that. I told you, I'm done with everything.
I see.
Tomoe. She might have information that can assist with my investigation. We have to accept her offer.
Oh, please. You're no cop as much as you fancy pretending to be one.
I already told you that Father accepted me as part of the investigation team.
You're a hack, a wannabe.
Why can't you just be happy for me?
Shut up. Shut up, shut up!
Tomoe storms off, the sheer force of her anger causing the walls to tremble. Shinya and I are alone in the room. I don't waste another second.
Shinya, I don't know everything that's going on, but it sounds like you're trying to solve the murder cases, right?
Well, you're clearly a murderer. You were trying to kill Tomoe when he stopped you, right? So he knows that you're a killer.
That's right. I'm really helping the investigation team, you know?
Sure you are, Shinya.
That's good. Very good. Please, I have information that might help you. Will you let me go if I share it with you?
His nervous eye darts around searching for any sign of Tomoe's presence. And then he looks me dead in the eyes and says the very last thing I ever expected to hear.
I'll let you go if you help me kill Noriko Kurosawa.
Huh? She's gonna kill Tomoe as well. Alright, we're gonna wrap this one up.
This is your apartment?
We gotta wrap this one up because we're out of time for today. But this is getting interesting. Why does he want to kill Noriko? What does he know about Noriko? And also, is he aware of the fact that letting her go will get Tomoe killed? Because that seems kind of fucking obvious considering he walked in on her murdering her. Just saying. You know, if he actually cares about Tomoe, probably not a good idea to let go of the person that's trying to cut her throat off. Anyway, I guess we'll see what happens. We must be getting close to the end though, because this is all turning to shit for everybody. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Thanks for watching. Thanks for hanging out with me, and I'll see you in the next one.